On this edition of Snowman's Take, Shedeur Sanders and the circus that follows him. Fire it up.
Oh, boy. Hank!
Before you say that, before you start up, I need to address something for that Damian Harris. He does have a point. Hate that I'm defending Jerry Jones, but in my opinion, Micah screwed himself over. If he wouldn't have said those comments about players like Henry shouldn't play for Dallas, maybe he wouldn't have had the contract. He would have had a contract right now. Yeah, and I said this before when we first started talking about the Gerald Micah situation. I'm not excusing or exonerating Micah for anything.
Mm-hmm. No, not a chance.
He's a loudmouth and an idiot too. Maybe that's why he and Gerald don't get along, because they're too much alike. They have the same foot and mouth disease, and probably the same doctor to cure it too.
Opens the mouth, inserts the foot.
My thing is just from a strictly football stand.
Yep.
Micah Parsons right now is holding the Cowboys defense together. Name another player that can fill that role, and I can proudly let go of Micah.
And he's also holding them hostage.
Right. So,
all right.
Go ahead. Shedeur Sanders.
Give me the take again.
Okay.
Snowman's Take today, which is presented by SeatGeek, Shedeur Sanders. Fire that bitch up.
Hank, again. I retired from propane. I tell you, hood.
Okay. This is my knee-jerk, extra raw reaction to Shedeur Sanders' 2-touchdown performance in the preseason.
Oh, boy.
Against the Carolina Panthers.
Well, let's get this set up. He went 14 to 23, buck 38, 2-touch.
Yep. 14 to 23, buck 38. He threw 2 touchdowns. Great. He made some plays with his feet.
That's good.
Great.
But
Shedeur Sanders sucks. And he will never, ever, ever be QB1. Let me start at the top. First of all, you got the start because the Cleveland Browns had no other healthy quarterbacks in camp. So they had no choice to play you 2.5 quarters. Second of all, you're not going to win the starting quarterback job. Y'all want me to be detailed? How about this? 3rd and 9, you take off, wide open lane, and you hook slide 2 yards short of a first down.
Whoops.
I mean, Deshaun Watson couldn't have played that any better.
So Bryce Young did.
Third, and I'm just at the tip of the iceberg. Third of all, how many of those 9 incompletions were high, short, or through receivers' hands?
5 or 6 by my count.
Try 7. Try 7. 3 on the first drive, or 3 in the first quarter.
Oof.
Does Shedeur Sanders have skills? Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay? I've never said otherwise. I just say he sucks upon his football acumen, whatever the hell is left, and his football acumen only. There was a sequence in the second quarter where it was 3rd and 10, and I blame part of this on the offensive line of the Cleveland Browns, but then again, it's Cleveland. Why are we surprised?
What offensive line?
Carolina came with an all-out blitz. You know, Shedeur Sanders retreated back 20 yards before he was able to at least try to get the football back to the line of scrimmage.
That's when you throw it off your back foot and throw it away.
Mm-hmm. That's when you put everything you have into that third and 15.
3rd and 15.
That's when you just dump it if you know you got nothing.
Yeah, just throw it
Get
away.
even backing up 20 yards, just dump the damn thing.
Right, because you're gonna end up putting the ball anyway if you don't make the catch.
But again, Shedeur got all the snaps with the second and the third teams, and now he's getting snaps with the first team. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel, my pick to click for the Cleveland Browns, got none. And on top of that, they signed a fifth quarterback to be in their camp.
Because the Browns will brown.
Cleveland, what in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded, brown-ass hell are you doing?
You're asking them like they know.
That's like paying $50 for some raw-ass shrimp and you don't even get a handshake.
Why?
Bruh.
Just why?
It was right there on the tip of my tongue, and I couldn't help it.
The booter, and you just had to just call him.
You had to hit that one off a tee.
Look, I'm throwing shades and I'm throwing shots. I don't care. Okay, back to business.
But again,
throwing shots, you locking the
Browns like they know what they're doing.
I know that, but back to business. The Browns
are cooked.
Wasted a pick on Shedeur Sanders. And Shedeur Sanders, like Micah Parsons, screwed himself. Ow, that hurt. Shedeur screwed himself. I'm not a Sanders believer, nor will I, but there's always a chance for athletes to prove me wrong. I give you the case of Steve Young. I didn't know what the hell to expect from Steve Young. I'm a Montana guy.
I give you
and forever will be a Montana guy. But Steve Young proved me wrong.
I give you the case of C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud made a liar out of me, okay?
Right.
I said he wouldn't do much his rookie year, and he wound up being rookie of the year.
Right.
I'll give you another name, and that happened in 2001. Tom Brady.
Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't know what to expect of Tom Brady, and I wrote Tom Brady off. 22 years later, he said, take that, and gave me the finger.
Yeah.
And then said, bitch, I got statue going up. Enjoy it.
I said all that to say this. There's plenty of time for Shedeur Sanders to get it right. In my humble opinion, after one game, and yes, I am blocking the excuse that it's just one preseason game, will he get it right? No. You want to know how I am certain he won't get it right? Because he had a better offensive line in front of him at Colorado, and Oregon happened. He had a better offensive line in front of him at Colorado, and Stanford happened. He had a better offensive line in front of him at Colorado, and Kansas happened.
One of the only times they weren't raining threes.
And were throwing and rushing for touchdowns. How about that? They had a better offensive line, albeit porous, at Colorado, and BYU happened.
Whoa.
Now, Shedeur Sanders has shown me a couple of tools that he has. At this point in time, and I said it after, you know what? I'll tell you a game that Colorado won with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, and he still looks shaky. I have 3 words for you. North Dakota State.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Shedeur Sanders, you ain't all that. You never will be all that, no matter how much your father tries to prop you up. You need to learn the position on your own. And you need to learn how to be a man through your father, but a professional on your own.
Question is, who's going to teach him in Cleveland?
That's the problem. He's in Cleveland. If Cleveland didn't take, I am firm to believe that if Cleveland didn't take a shot at him, no other team would.
He would have got undrafted.
Undrafted free agent.
And I'll say I don't find that to be fair because
I find it to be totally fair because he screwed himself.
He screwed himself, but the thing is, we're asking from a football standard. Is Shedeur Sanders one of the worst quarterbacks of that class? I say no.
No?
I would say there were plenty worse. But so I think he probably should have went. I always say he should have went 3rd round. Pittsburgh screwed that up.
He should have went. It's Pittsburgh. We'll get to them in a minute. It's Pittsburgh and it's Cleveland. They screwed each other. They screwed each other over.
Yes.
Okay? We know a certain Clevelanders' reaction to their draft picks,
Yes.
which was funnier than all get out, and we had the pleasure of having him on while we were covering the draft.
Yes.
Yep.
So when I found out Shedeur Sanders went in the 5th round to Cleveland, I buried my face in the pillow and laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
And after 1 week, I put this caveat in there. After 1 week, Shedeur Sanders, thanks for proving a snowman right. Close the tank. And
Tell you,
that's the
Peggy, that
bottom
boy
line.
ain't right.
And that's the bottom line, because old Snowman said so. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?